One of our attraction strategies, right, to attract great talent is to be able to train that great talent. So I think it was yesterday I was sharing that we're getting with one of our guys, Brandon, a young man, and we put together a roadmap or projected roadmap for him for the next 5 years. Well, David Booz, our ops guy, got with him yesterday, and Brandon said, gosh, that's not fast enough. It's like, okay. So I sent Brandon a text this morning and Booz a text this morning and say, all right, we're going to redo it. We're going to adjust the roadmap. We'll go, what I said to Brandon is, we'll go as fast as you want to go. Now, as we're moving fast through our training, we also have to, and we talked about this last week, the difference between objective and subjective. Like, we need to make sure that with each step on the roadmap that we are training guys on, it's like absolute, right? So it's like getting on a scale. You weigh 196 pounds Saturday, right? So I got on the scale and I weighed 196. That's what I actually weighed. And so we have to have those kind of measurements for the guys. So that's what is that? Objective, right? Versus subjective. Like, it's completely objective. You get on the scale and you weigh 196 pounds. You don't walk down the street and say, hey, I wonder how much Jerry weighs. Because then it's just, it's just subjective. You're just guessing. We can't guess. And so with the roadmap and the training that we're embarking on, like, we got to figure out, like, how do you measure all these steps, right? So each step in the roadmap for Brandon, we're doing this with each of our staff, including Booz, right? So we're putting together, we're learning how to put together specific measurements so when we're training them, it's not arguable. Like, Brandon will know that he achieved this step in the roadmap. Boozy will know it, Dakota will know it, I'll know it, our entire staff, and you guys, all my friends that lead and own businesses. By God, we're going to figure out, how do we attract great talent? How do we train great talent with the ambition of retaining them? We're going to figure it out. So we're actually, Alluring Glass is going to sponsor in March. Once we figure out when our building's going to be ready to take occupancy, we're going to schedule a training session, and David and Dakota are going to share with all my buddies exactly what we're doing, like, in all the things that we're doing that are working great, and the many more things that we're doing that aren't working great. We're going to share everything, because as an industry, the reason we're doing this, as an industry, everybody's been bitching and complaining, myself included, about the labor challenge for over a decade. It's like, well, the problem with the labor challenge, a different rant, is that the master craftsmen are aging. They're aging out, right? They're dying, they're retiring. So the master craftsmen are aging out. So what we in the trades have to do is we got to figure out, how do we attract talent and train them to be master craftsmen? How do we do it? And we're going to figure it out. We have not figured it out, to be clear. We are not the experts, but we're going to figure it out. And we're going to share every step along the way of what we are figuring out, because it's a complex problem, and it's going to require a complex solution.